we're given to understand that Delhi Rohini Court has begun hearing the plea that was filed by Lutra brothers. Siddharth Luthra and Tanveer Ahmed Mir are representing the Lutra brothers in the court, and this is what they are telling the court. We have some breaking inputs coming in about the bail plea, which we have accessed, and in that particular bail plea, one of the brothers says that he wants to come to India so that he can appear before the Goa Sessions Court, but the authorities say we want to arrest you, and they're also saying they traveled to Thailand for work. So while right after the tragedy, they fled India, they went to Thailand, and there were reports coming in. This is all being done just to avoid investigation. The brothers say that they traveled for work. Let me go across to Bhavtush, who's getting us more details about both the bail plea that we've accessed and the hearing that is underway at the Rohini Court. Yes, Bhavtush.
Swati, as far as the arguments that have been done in the case is that tomorrow at 12 p.m. The hearing will start and the state will submit its own arguments, and also they will reply to the notice that has been issued by the court. But in the bail application that Times Now has accessed, Saurabh Luthra has in fact made some very bizarre claims. He has said that he has traveled to Thailand for a business meeting in connection with his professional engagements and professional sites. So what he has said is rather bizarre, that he did not flee the country. He has said that he has gone to Dubai, in fact gone to Thailand for a business meeting in connection with his professional engagements and citing of professional sites. He has further said that the applicant is not in control of operations of the restaurant. No specific role has been attributed to him. The tragic incident is purely an accident and there is no criminal intent. The tragic incident, according to him, is purely an accident and there is no criminal intent. He has also said that there is an imminent threat to his life, liberty and safety if he goes to Goa. And importantly, the passport authority has now issued a notice to him asking as to why his passport should not be revoked. Yesterday, our colleague Arnil has broken a story that Goa police is taking steps to revoke his passport. Now, what we have gathered is that passport authority that comes under the MEA has issued a notice to him as asking why his passport should not be revoked. But rather bizarre claims that have been made both by Saurabh as well as by Gaurav Luthra, in which they have said that they had traveled to the...
all right, that they were not fleeing the country, that they were traveling for work. But all of that happens right after the tragedy breaks out. They take a 5:30 a.m. flight to Thailand. We also have Hina joining us on the broadcast with more details of the anticipatory bail plea, and Dipankar as well. Let me first go across to Hina to take us to the details of the bail plea.
Well, this is the anticipatory bail plea that has been accessed by my colleagues here. And here, as Bhavtosh was also mentioning, they've tried to suggest that there was some professional engagement. And it says on 6th of December, the applicant traveled to Thailand for a business meeting in connection with his professional engagements and potential restaurant sites. The applicant is a frequent traveler and regularly travels to potential restaurant sites within and outside India, sometimes even on short notice. The applicant and the LLP are doing everything possible to aid the victims. You know, the question really is here, Swati, that this, news broke around 11:45 on 5th of December. On 6th of December, around 5:30, as you mentioned, both the brothers fled to Thailand. Now, the question really is that, if it was some professional business engagement that was, in fact, set up in advance, then why did they not cancel this engagement when they got to know about fire at a restaurant, at a nightclub that's owned by them in Goa, which has claimed the lives of 25 people? I mean, of course, those are the questions, but here they are trying to give this alibi that it was a business meeting for which they had gone to Thailand. It wasn't really to evade law here in India.
All right, brothers, they're telling the court that they traveled for work right after the tragedy struck. Let me also go across to Dipankar. One of them also telling the court, Dipankar, that they are a licensee, not owners. Also, in their argument, they're saying that the operational managers have already been taken into custody. They were not looking after, the brothers were not looking after day-to-day affairs. But what about the, bending of norms, the breaking of norms of the multiple notices that were sent to them, not taking note of it, not making any amends?
Well, yes, these are very pertinent questions that have been raised, and the counsel for the state who was appearing for the state, he submitted that these are certain questions that he want to file reply on. He also wanted to point out as to how they had evaded their arrest and had fled the country. On the other hand, while they are claiming their alibi that they had pre-arranged some meetings for which they had gone to Thailand. So these are all the replies that the state is saying that they want to file, and they had sought initially before the entire hearing began, they had sought time from the court to file those replies. However, the court took up the matter, and in the preliminary hearing, it was pointed out that the brothers the brothers want to get an transit anticipatory bail in order to come and exercise their legal remedies, pointing out that their life, their liberty is at stake. Their right to liberty is also at stake. So these were the certain pertinent questions that are being raised over here. The court has also pointed out that to get an anticipatory bail, the person has to be available in the jurisdiction of the court. But to that also, the counsel who is appearing for the brothers has submitted that he may be available. He will come and appear before the court as soon as his rights are protected and as soon as he is protected. However, the court said that they want to first go through the reply that has to be filed by the state in order to find out as to what was the entire thing that has transpired and how the state is taking action against these guys. And only then will the court decide whether an anticipatory bail, a transit anticipatory bail, should be granted to them to go and approach the courts in Goa to exercise their legal remedies. Remember, this was one of the main reason why they filed a transit anticipatory bail, is to go and file further bail petitions.
So they are seeking protection from the court, also saying that this is based on grounds that there is an immediate threat to their liberty. Dipankar, thank you very much for getting us the details. Bhavtosh will continue to be with us. What happened in Goa is not just a fire tragedy, it is a shocking collapse of systems, safety and accountability. 25 people lost their lives in the inferno at Birch by Romeo Lane nightclub. And even after 25 deaths, the Delhi-based owners of the club, Goa Luthra and Saurabh Luthra, left the country. Now, in the court, they have filed an anticipatory bail plea and have presented arguments as well. Police say the brothers are still absconding. They have now moved Delhi's Rohini Court seeking anticipatory bail, telling the court that they were traveling for business, for work. Investigators say the brothers are currently believed to be in Phuket and are now attempting to secure protection from arrest while outside India. According to the FIR, the Birch by Romeo Lane nightclub had no safety equipment, no functioning fire safety gadgets, and not even an emergency exit on the ground floor. The document also states that the club was operating without permission or a valid license from the competent authorities. Meanwhile, the owners have already left India. Agencies confirm that efforts are now underway to locate them and initiate the process for deportation. With 25 lives lost and serious lapses documented in the FIR, the pressure is mounting on the investigators, the regulators and government authorities to explain how such a facility was allowed to operate and how the primary accused managed to flee India.
Times now is in Thailand. The Lutra brothers have not just avoided responsibility, they've also fled the jurisdiction and have come to Thailand. We've seen a visual from the immigration counter in Phuket, which indeed confirms their presence in Thailand. What we've also been told is that there is a female present as well. One female along with the Lutra brothers who is present with them. They were, what we've also found out from the sources, this is also where we're reporting from, the Katu district is where the brothers were. They have managed to flee from here. We'll try and get a word from people as well, trying to understand if they actually did see the brothers, where they were. We'll try and speak to the Indians here as well, trying to get in a sense if they saw them. But again, what we have found out is that a blue collar notice has been issued so far, which essentially does give the Thailand police the right to detention, but also informing the police and the local authorities in India. This is Isha Mishra reporting from Katu in Thailand for Times Now.